Hey beautiful mama, and welcome to your Medshield Movement Prenatal Yoga series with me, Cami from Connect with Cami Be Yoga. So for today, you'll need a couple of pillows, a blanket or a rolled up towel, and a yoga strap. If you don't have one of those, take the tie off your bathrobe and pull it next to your mat. We're going to move through a gentle restorative yoga sequence. So to start, we're going to begin in an extended child's pose. Now, depending on where you're at in your pregnancy, you might already want to pull in these pillows just to create a little more space for that belly, for that baby as you soften down. So don't worry what this looks like. Just find comfort within your body now. Softening your head onto the forearms or onto the floor as you just close the eyes and come to find your breath. Creating space now in the front and the back line of your body. Maybe even just focusing that breath in and out of that belly, in and out of baby. Today is all about just finding yourself, mama, finding a little space of stillness, a little space to reset. So maybe just taking this opportunity here to set an intention for your day or for your practice. Something that you want to resonate into the day, into your interactions. Taking a few more moments here. And really slowly, you're going to begin to bring yourself all the way up. If you have some props in front of you, just gently move them to the side, keeping them close by. We might need to call them up a little bit later. And meeting me in a nice tabletop position. So getting a nice connection into the fingers, into the tops of the feet. And you're going to begin to make nice, really big circles. Moving those hips right back, drawing shoulders forward, and just keeping it going in one direction. Finding the breath with each movement that you take. Not worried about if it's in and out through the nose, if it's in and out through the mouth, just focusing on finding your breath. Pause and move it in the opposite direction. Noticing how you're feeling, where you're feeling. Maybe even just bringing a gentle smile to your face. And then finding a stillness here back in your tabletop position. Readjusting if you need to find a little more comfort. And moving through a cat and cow pose. Inhale, tailbone up, belly draws down, and a soft opening through the front of your body, gazing up. And as you exhale, round and curl, drawing everything into the center, rounding the shoulders. Inhale, nice and slowly, very gently opening across the heart, gaze up. Exhale, round and curl, opening through the back body. 2 more times just like this. Inhale, tailbone up, belly down, gazing up. Exhale as you push the floor away and draw it in. One last time. Inhale, tailbone up, belly down, gazing through. And exhale, opening across the back line of your body. Coming into a nice neutral spine. Drawing big toes, knees together to touch. You're going to tuck the toes back behind you and sit back onto the heels of your feet. Don't forget to tuck those little baby toes behind you too. So if this is already feeling rather intense, that's okay, I'm here with you. But you can oscillate between 3 levels here. So if sitting back with head above heart, heart above hips onto the heels is too much, you can shift your weight slightly further forward onto the thighs. If that's still not giving you what you need and you need something a little gentler, you can draw the hands right onto the floor. If you need space for the belly, take those knees apart. Always taking into consideration creating that space and finding comfort. So wherever you are, hands on floors, hands on the knees, or sitting back, hips to heels. We're going to just place our hands, if they are free, onto the bellies. Close the eyes, soften the shoulders. And I want you to focus your energy right now to the breath and to your baby. Breathing into the baby, into the palms of your hands. And feeling that exhale like a little hug into baby, into belly. A few more times like that. Let the breath be the distraction away from what's going on in the feet. Drawing awareness into baby as you inhale into the palms of your hands. And as you exhale out of the palms of the hands, just like a gentle hug to baby back into your body. Gently fluttering the eyes open if you manage to close them. Release the hands forward, point those feet back behind you. They no longer feel like yours. Allow that blood to rush back into them, sitting back onto the heels of your feet. Sliding hips off of heels. You're going to come to meet me on your bottoms, bringing the soles of your feet together to touch. And don't be too concerned with bringing those heels right in as close as you can. Again, allow space for your body and for your baby here. So draw those heels a little further away from you. Now, mama, if you are feeling a little tight in hips or a little niggle in the knees, this is where those pillows can be props underneath here. So allow your pillows or your props to just fill in the gaps of the body. If you're feeling like it's just too much and there's too much tension, fill in that gap with whatever you have around you. A rolled up towel, blanket, pillow. If you don't need anything underneath there, you just move it to the side so it's not distracting. And you're going to wrap your hands right around the ankles. On an inhale, elbows tuck in, hearts fluff up, we gaze up. And as you exhale, draw chin into chest, arms stay straight, and again, you're trying to push your heart through your shoulders. Inhale, heart shines through, we gaze up. Exhale, round and curl, draw chin into chest. Last 2 times, inhale, heart shines through, gazing up. Exhale, round and curl. One last time, inhale, sitting up nice and tall, gaze up. And exhale, drawing it all the way through. Inhale as you release the hands from the ankles, sitting up as tall as you can. And now, mama, it really just depends on your space and your flexibility here. Once again, the option to prop yourself up as much as you need to. Sometimes it's nice to prop something onto your feet, drop the elbows there, lean forward and rest the hands, or rather the chin on the hands to close the eyes. If you don't need a prop, or you would need your elbows can meet the floor directly, then you stay there. Wherever you are, close the eyes, allow the shoulders to be soft. If holding the head just doesn't feel natural to you, you can't find comfort there, then you just hang head in space, drawing chin into chest. And breathing space into your hips. And take 2 more breaths here. On an inhale, we slowly bring ourselves all the way up. You're going to straighten your right leg out to the side, making a half V shape. And you're going to let that left foot touch the inner right thigh. Once again, you can take your pillow or prop, whatever you have, just to the inside of that thigh as an option. You can either drop your elbow down to your pillow. You can even prop your pillow up onto your thigh so it's a little bit higher and drop the elbow down there. And we're going to reach that left arm up and over. Maybe even take the left hand back behind the head so you can rest a little. Again, there's no right and wrong here. So if it feels like the pillow is getting in the way, you can opt to drop elbow down to your thigh. And if it still feels like it's a little too high, you can just take the hand to the floor and find a little more depth in the space. If you can, try keep that right foot flexed. You're gazing just gently towards the left elbow up to the sky. breathing in and out of the left-hand side of your body. Inhale as we bring ourselves all the way up, keeping the legs exactly as they are. Begin to walk yourself forward. Again, your props are there to fill in any spaces that you may need. There's no right or wrong way for this to look. Try and keep that right foot flexed, dropping chin into chest or resting the chin on the hands. Always just bringing your focus back to your breath, back to your baby in that belly, feeling that expansion and contraction. On your next inhale, we bring ourselves all the way up. You're going to gently swap yourself to the other side. Bending right foot in, left leg out. Again, maybe this side has a little more space and you don't need to prop it up, or maybe you do. So you're finding the level that you're needing to prop on this side. Resting that right hand behind the head. Remember to just find that level of comfort in your body, not too worried what it looks like. Just consciously breathing space in and out. Keeping that left foot flexed. Breathing into the right side of your body. Inhale as you bring this all the way up. And once again, as we exhale, we take this forward and down. Drawing chin into chest, softening the shoulders away from ears. So I can already feel, for me personally, on this side of my body, it feels a lot tighter. So I'm not going to push too far, even though on the other side, I definitely felt like I could go a lot further down. Taking 2 more breaths here. On an inhale, we slowly bring ourselves all the way up, and you're going to extend that right leg out. Fingertips on the floor, heels down, toes flexed. Try and keep a slight engagedness into the legs, and you're going to begin to stir the pot a little bit here. So it may feel a little awkward. If it's feeling like you're a little self-conscious, you can even just close the eyes here. Just finding a little movement now into the torso, into the hips. Pause and move it in the opposite direction. Finding a stillness here. And then once again, mama, keeping the heels down, toes flexed up as much as your body can, you begin to walk this forward. Remembering that the props are there to fill in the spaces, drawing chin into chest, always making sure that the back of the neck is nice and soft, and you can release that tension in the jaw. You don't have to hold on to any unnecessary stress. And if you've forgotten, draw that breath back into belly, back into baby, in and out. On your inhale, begin to walk the hands all the way up. You're going to just assist the knees, bend them, plant the feet on the floor, hands back behind you as you begin to windscreen wiper the knees side to side. Well done, mama. So we're going to extend our legs out in front of us. If you feel like you are particularly tight in the back line of your body, you can opt to sit at the edge of your pillow. So again, remember, it's really, this time in our lives is really about finding as much comfort as we can within our ever-changing bodies. If that brings you some comfort, great, keep it there. If you still need a little more assistance, take a gentle bend into the back of the knees. And this is where we can even take our little yoga homemade strap, wrap it around the legs, and as you exhale, find a very subtle, gentle fold forward. So we're not here holding tension into shoulders, into our hands. We're just finding a softness, sort of an acceptance. If you need to keep the legs wider to allow space for belly, As I said, Mama, you've got to just find the space within your body to move and breathe. Beautiful. On an inhale, bringing yourself all the way up. Release that strap. If you were sitting on some sort of prop, just remove it out from underneath you. And you're going to point your fingers facing towards your hips, palms flat on the earth, feet about hip distance apart or a little bit wider. And we're going to move into a reverse tabletop. Again, it can be quite comedic depending how far along you are in your pregnancy, but just give it your best shot. Pushing the hips right up to the sky, pushing into the palms of the hands, allowing all the toes to soften into the earth. Try hold it here for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly draw the sit bones back down to the earth. Well done, Mama. And you're going to make your way lying down on your backs. You're going to place both the hands at the base of the spine and straighten the legs up to the sky. Soft bend into the knees, close the eyes. Just try and find a really comfortable space here. If you're finding a lot of discomfort here, if you are close to a wall, you could do this with the wall supporting the back line of your body behind your legs. Otherwise, just allowing a moment here with your feet in the air and your head on the ground. Unlocking the jaw. Just allowing blood to rush in the opposite direction for a moment. Gently drawing chin into chest, taking another 3 breaths here. Gently now releasing the hands out from underneath the hips. Lower the feet hip distance apart down to the floor. Making sure you can scrape the back of the heel with your longest finger. On an inhale, just scoop the hips right up to the sky. If there's space in your body to do so, walk those shoulder blades back towards each other, and maybe even if you can, interlace fingers and press palms together. Lift those hips up a little bit higher, and we're holding here 2 for a count of 5. Breathe. 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently release the space between the shoulders, the hands, and now round the spine all the way down to the earth. You're going to straighten your right leg up to the sky. Cross the right ankle over the left knee. Again, just depending on where your belly's at, Mama, you're going to mindfully take one hand through the little triangle in front of you, your right hand, and left hand to wrap and meet behind the back of the left thigh. If you feel like your neck is quite exposed or crunched here, you can take that pillow underneath the head so that you feel more supported in the back line of your body. Again, Mama, this is all about finding comfort in your body, in your space. Soften the toes and the feet. One more breath here. Gently releasing. Hands just beside you and a soft windscreen wiper side to side. We're going to repeat that on the other side. Find stillness, both knees pointing up to the sky. Left leg now reaches up, ankle crosses over the right knee. Left hand threads through the triangle, right hand around to meet at the back of that right thigh. Drawing it in as close as you can. Breathing into the space that is calling for your attention now. 2 more breaths here. Gently release. Hands beside you, and again a soft windscreen wiper side to side. From here, Mama, you're going to just gently roll over to your left hand side. If you have a pillow under your head, that's cool. You can keep it there. If you have another pillow handy, you can place it between the legs. Maybe even using the hand to support the head and the other hand on the belly. Closing the eyes, we're just going to take a few slow breaths here. A moment of rest and relaxation. Just drawing that awareness of your breath once again into the belly, into the palm of the hand, into baby. And as you exhale out of the palm of the hand into belly, as that gentle hug into baby. A few more rounds of breath just like that. If you are holding tension in the shoulders, a reminder just to soften it now. Releasing the frown between the brows of the eyes. Allowing the tongue to fall away from the top of the palate as it gently comes to rest in the bottom of the mouth. Just using this moment to refuel. All together, mama, let's take a nice deep belly breath in. Sigh it out the mouth. Again, a nice deep belly breath in. Sigh it out the mouth. Last time, everything in. And sighing it all out. Softly blinking the eyes open. Taking that right hand to the floor, allowing yourself to be pushed up gently to meet me in a comfortable seated position of your choice. There's no right or wrong position here. And let's just take both hands to our bellies, elbows soft, shoulders soft, and the invitation to close the eyes once again is there. Just pausing one last time before we rush off our mats and into our days. Pausing with ourselves and with our babies. Drawing chin into chest. The love and light within me honors, sees and shares the love and light within you. Thank you, Mama.